Sam's Champions, your t-shirt's only a £5 now.
Six Sam's Champions badges is £1.
Six Sam's Champions, your t-shirt's only a £5
Champions
now.
badges £1.
Yesterday. Like yesterday. Like yesterday. In every way I find you there. Like yesterday.
Hunger, desire, class, champions. Manchester United.
The never-ending quest continues. Unprecedented treble achievers that regenerations call for. The legend who lifted the Champions Cup had to be replaced. The footballing theatre becomes more expansive, as does the desire of Sir Alex.
Well, that was a challenge, really, wasn't it? People expected that. One paper had me saying, after just at the start of the season, go and get packing. You're finished now. You can see it in your eyes. One of them says you can see it in your eyes. That's the mythical white stick.
Football's gallant new night was ready for world domination. As more silverware was collected pre-season, back home a storm was brewing. The club had to controversially withdraw from the FA Cup to participate in the Club World Championship.
We've asked Manchester United to lead English club football onto the world stage, and they've accepted that challenge, and I thank them.
Well, I think it's disgraceful, to be quite honest.
We have no option. Believe me, we can't go for them all.
Brazil can wait. We need them here.
We're disappointed for our supporters.
It's not really going to be the same cup, is it?
The FA Cup is very special to me.
We share this love of the FA Cup.
You can't ask the players to play 80 games. You kill them. We can't do it. Something has had to give.
I think it's important to get off to a good start. Fair enough, it's not the end of the world if you don't. But I think we just wanted to make the point that last year, we weren't going to rest on our laurels, that we were going to hopefully be stronger. We were making our mark to let teams know that the hunger was still there, and we were going to be the team to beat.
Watson is on the coaching, but couldn't keep it out, and it's taken Manchester United 6.5 minutes to open their Premiership account for the new season.
And it's the top scorer who does it. That familiar smile on the face of Dwight Yorke.
Campbell. Everton's still in it, time against them, but they're only one adrift. Here's Barmby's cross. Phelan, what a story that would be if he could help himself to an equaliser. Unsworth. It's Barmby, unmarked. Goal! Deflected it in. So Everton get their reward for plugging away.
Scholes! Instant shot brings early delight for Paul Scholes and for the very great majority at Old Trafford. Irwin, Giggs with so much room to find a decent cross. And that's the result. Scorer goes to thank the provider. Just too easy. And Sheringham. And it's gone in off Cole. Well, I'll have a debate about that, but for me, Andy Cole got the final touch. It was a slightly messy goal. He looked almost a touch embarrassed about it. And minutes on the score sheet with the fourth.
It was in August that the goalkeeping merry-go-round was given its first twirl. A distraught Mark Bosnich hobbled off to be replaced by Raymond van der Houw against Leeds, who turned out to be United's main Premiership challengers.
Lots of room for Philip Neville. Cole near post. York behind him! Oh! Classic! Goal again, man again, but there was a huge hole down the Leeds left. And once again, York coming in behind Andy Cole. Quick word between Beckham and Giggs. Beckham takes. Oh, and he scored this time on the near post. Dwight York.
On the pitch, all was fine. Off it, behind the scenes, there were important negotiations to keep captain Roy Keane at Old Trafford.
I said all along if the deal was right I would sign, because deep down I didn't want to leave, and I think United knew that. But having said that, it took them long enough to come up with the right deal.
I think that was an important time for Manchester United. Not just Manchester United of just now, but Manchester United of years ahead. We had to sign Roy Keane. It would have sent the wrong message out, really. That was absolutely vital to the club's future.
Deep down I really didn't think I'd be comfortable living in a foreign country. I fancied maybe the different challenge. I spoke to the manager about that, and you never know, someday it might still happen, you never know. But I thought just you know, you can look at everything, but sometimes you got to follow your gut feeling. My gut feeling was to stay at Manchester United because it is truly a great club, you know, let's not forget about that.
And truly a great player, who during 5 months of negotiations didn't lose focus. His commitment was unquestioned. His worth and influence never more evident than at Highbury against the rivals Arsenal.
Andy Cole against the bar. Very unfortunate for the former Arsenal man.
Oh, you don't often see that. Someone get a free header in the middle of the Arsenal defence from across. Carney.
So being able to put the brakes on, he would have gone offside. Carney kept the ball. And very nearly scored from good distance. A lovely reach by Raymond van der Houw.
Well, we're 0-0, Mark, but how I ask.
Bergkamp, Ljungberg. 1-0 to Arsenal. And Freddie Ljungberg does it against Manchester United for the second time in his short career in English football. Header. With a huge goal for Manchester United.
Well, right, Arsenal's ball, it's a midfield player, he gets involved, makes a long run, and eventually gets picked out.
It's a fine tackle by Giggs. Bringing in
Giggs, and what a cool head. Nothing but composure from Roy Keane here, as it drops to him, one is steadier, outside of the right foot. That surely must win the match for Manchester United.
Bergkamp free kick.
No way that would be allowed, Mark. No way that would be allowed. It's a great climb by Upson. It's a good hit, it's another good save, but it's not over. Well, you just can't do that, I'm afraid.
Sheringham got away from McAllister but not from Williams. Here's Giggs though, helps it through to Dwight York. Paul Scholes stumbled and just couldn't quite get there, and it was wrestled away by Shippo. United thought their time had arrived then. It still might have, because here is Scholes, and it's deflected off Breen into the roof of the net. Paul Scholes, just on as a sub, scores his 50th goal for Manchester United, and it puts them 1-0 up at Highfield Road. Scholes, the teach of a pass, finds David Beckham, who sends it in immediately. Dwight York's header, sheer brilliance from Manchester United. It took them a while to find the net tonight, but But it's all right on the night. It's all Dwight on the night. Coventry simply had no answer to some top quality passing. Gary Breen. Robbie Keane sliding it through here to Aloisi! Superb strike from the Australian, John Aloisi! And maybe it's not all over for Coventry yet!
Berg. Mancini, Almeida, and Salas rather, and he scores!
It was a season of prioritising, and in truth the Super Cup showpiece held 2 days after playing Coventry wasn't high on the priority list. But the Champions League was. Drawn in Group D, the management were content with the opposition. Back in the Premiership, Ruud Gullit's feud with Alan Shearer and Newcastle's poor start cost him his job. Shearer was overshadowed and outscored by a former Newcastle striker who'd been left out of the England squad.
York allowed to turn, and it's into Andy Cole here. Then Cole, surely Andy Cole, goal number 1. Warren Barton. 4 ahead of him. Dyer joining in. His pace again enables him to elude, but he looks a very good player. The ball in. It's played into his own net by Henning Berg, and Newcastle are level from the most unlikely source. Ferguson in the thick of things, and so is Shearer, and he'll try and leave Stam in his wake. The Dutchman does well against him though. Shearer's had no change out of him yet, nor out of Henning Berg. There might be something here for Cole. Andy Cole, number 2, takes advantage. Second of the day for him, second of the day for Manchester. They're back in front. And that's what goal scoring is all about. Goals sometimes come from nothing. And Nicholas Dabisas has been dismissed at the same moment for his protest. And even at this early stage of the season, it's a brave man who would bet against Manchester United, extending that sequence of Premier League titles that they have. Here's Andy Cole. Is this number 3? It sure is. And how the build-up deserves the finish. And how he's deserved his hat-trick against his old mates. Even the Newcastle fans are applauding that one. And they spraying the ball around. It's really been a lesson. Gary Neville. Are there more goals in here? It's Cole. It's 4. It's a red letter day for Andy Cole. He can do no wrong. The memories come flooding back with that performance against Ipswich Town, when he scored 5 in a 9-0 thrashing. And he might well be on for a repeat. This is probably the best of the lot. One touch, smack. And he's simply unstoppable in this form. And there's probably a message in there for Kevin Keegan somewhere. Space opening up on the right for Gary Neville to maraud into. Further down the right goes Sheringham again. 3 in red shirts around the edge of the area. Cole, he can tee it up. He can tee it up for Giggs. Giggs again. It's in. It's 5. And it's like a coconut shy out there.
Early in the season, United's defences were broken. David May was injured pre-season. Gary Neville was out till November. Wes Brown and Ronnie Johnson were partners only in rehabilitation, both after knee surgery. So Mikel Silvestre was signed. With Mark Bosnich injured and Raymond van der Hausnock at Arsenal, a third goalkeeper, Massimo Taibi, was recruited.
Well, of course, I was not happy with that, because 2 goalkeepers is enough, and I think when you have 3 is one too much.
Taibi's registration missed the deadline for the Champions League, so he shared duties with Van der Hau. The 2 new recruits made their debuts in the Anfield Cauldron.
to try and compete for. But got a foot to it. It's Dwight York. And Liverpool hang their heads. It was one of those balls that defenders have to go for. And certainly with Andy Cole positioned in the centre, Jamie Carragher had that problem. Beckham's free kick. Oh, and it's another one. And Andy Cole has made it 2-0. He has had some great moments on this ground as a visiting player, and here's another one. Liverpool haven't put together the sort of pressure to play on any nerves of a newcomer in goal.
No, it's been a pretty comfortable 22 minutes for the new lad. One direct shot to deal with, no more.
Here he comes now and doesn't get there, and it's cost a goal, and it's Hyypiä putting Liverpool back in the picture. 5 for Manchester United in the penalty area. Beckham and Giggs surveyed.
At the head of Martin, it hit somebody, rebounded and went off who, I'm not sure. Deary me.
Redknapp. Fowler, just a moment to turn and pick a pass for Schmitzer. He's in.
Oh, safe son.
Well, Taibbi
safe son.
Certainly equal to a considerable task there. Oh, he's nowhere then, but he stops the header. It has been uncertain. There's a ball across the face of it. And here's Berger. It's in for Liverpool. A recovery might yet still be in reach.
What do you feel about the new players? Massimo Taibbi had a fault at the first goal maybe, but he's come back to win the Man of the Match award.
Well, Piers Mack on his first home game at Old Trafford did that against Leeds United. So welcome to England.
Sheringham with the header on. York is underneath it, bounced up off the chest of Juricic. York has managed to smuggle it back into the path of Beckham. In towards Sheringham. Might come for Andy Cole. Can he turn Sheringham? Well, the last time I shouted Sheringham at this stage of a game, it went in.
Hudson's flick on. Carl Court. He's in here. And he pulls it back for Badir. And Wimbledon have the lead. And it's Walid Badir, the Israeli international. Jordi Cruyff, 4 goals. Is this the moment for United? Oh yes it is. And it's Jordi Cruyff.
Beckham's free kick. He claims it came back off a hand. Keane's hit it back with power to add. What a strike! An absolute fizzer from the returning skipper of Manchester United. They come no sweeter than this. Berg is forward and Keane waits on the edge of the penalty area, and Stam is a target too. Beckham for York. It's what he does for a living. Gets ahead of a marker and heads down with power and with real meaning and music.
Oakley to Hughes. Now then, he's got Pahars ahead. Up against Stam. Oh, brilliant play by Marian Pahars. Fantastic goal. Wonderfully well done by the little Latvian. What a clever player he is. Scholes. Now at last Beckham gets the ball in space. Solskjaer coming in, so is Sheringham! Jones to punch. Oh, Ripper didn't clear it. Scholes back to Beckham. Oh, and Sheringham's there again! Brilliant little save. Sheringham again. York! Yes! What drama we've got here. Manchester United 2-1 up now. Dwight York, 38 minutes, but what bad luck on Paul Jones here. Watch this from Beckham. Then it's Sheringham. Good save. Then it's Sheringham again. Oh, post and goalkeeper, I think. And finally Sheringham a third time. York with the touch.
Southampton are level. It's Matt Le Tissier with what was a very poor shot. And look at this from Taibbi. It goes straight through him for one of the goalkeeping clangers that he'll want to forget. Sheringham, oh, Nicky Butt. York's to his left. Dwight York. 3-2. It's devastating when Manchester United attack like that. Sylvestre having to come across and tidy things up. Oh, he hasn't. It's Pahars for Southampton. Le Tissier wants it. Pull back. Le Tissier. 3-3. Unbelievable.
Following Massimo's mistake,
it's never good that they write about the person who is left when you have to do the job. But well, every time there will be 11 players on the pitch, and one of them will be a goalkeeper. So I think if the goalkeeper is doing well, nobody is talking about the goalkeeper who was in the past.
York showed a bit too much of it to Fisher, but got away with it. Now Berg. Oh, when he showed too much of that to Bakayoko. Is that a fatal error by Henning Berg? Ibrahima Bakayoko has scored for Marseille. The first goal that Manchester United have conceded in this season's Champions League. He is head over heels with joy. Irwin. Oh, he was taken late there. He tipped it into a Sheringham. There was a very late challenge on Dennis Irwin. I think Issa was the man who got to him. It's 11 minutes to spare. Shades of Dennis Law. Here's Scholes. Now Irwin. It's the late show again from Manchester United. Paul Scholes puts them in front. There are just 7 minutes remaining.
We weren't losing many games, we were drawing a few games here and there, even though we weren't playing that well. But it was around about probably the October, November time that we started hitting a little bit of a patchy form. But it's how you come out of that and how you respond that makes you worthy champions, and we responded well over Christmas and the New Year.
Stamford Bridge, scene of United's heaviest defeat, prompting Ken Bates to proclaim Manchester United's...
That's a clever pass from the Sower. Real chance for Morris! Jody Morris rams Chelsea into a 5-0 lead against Manchester United.
It's come to Taylor. It was quite unmissable.
Vassell. Stone. Steve Stone for Aston Villa. 3-0.
Here's Nicky Butt. De Bruyne and his cross in. Oh, it's gone in from Dwight York. An exceptional effort. Chamberlain nearly kept it out, but York once again produces something special. Giggs on the rampage. Here's York in the mood. Giggs. Cole! 2-0. You don't suppose they're getting that Chelsea result out of their system by any chance? 1 minute of normal time left in the first half. Giggs looking to put Beckham in here. David Beckham bundled over by Peter Kennedy. The referee wasn't going to give it, but the linesman did give it. It's a penalty. And it's a yellow card for Peter Kennedy as a result. David Beckham tormenting Kennedy, and not much doubt about it really. Dennis Irwin So often Manchester United's Mr. Reliable. See what I mean? A goal blitz at the end of the first half at Old Trafford. Phil Neville, Beckham outside of him, and that's where it's going. Beckham delivers, and here's Andy Cole! Oh yes! When they get going, they really do get going. 3 goals in 6 minutes at the end of the first half, and another one now. Right, Gibbs. It's not a bad cross, and Richard Johnson's going to get on the end of it. Oh, what a thumping strike!
Gallas. Again, he's ventured forward. And he might go all the way here. Still Gallas! That's a super goal! And Marseille have taken the lead.
Keane. Beckham. Gets it back, a bit loose by Tottenham. This is Cole. And now it's Giggs! Ryan Giggs!
The last time Manchester United scored first in a league match and lost was back in March 1991. Campbell looking for position. Young is there. Sherwood's there. Everson! Against the post. Everson! In the net. Goal! Spurs have equalised. It's Everson.
Young into the 6-yard box. Jeff Winters telling Irwin to get back 10 yards. They're taking it short. Ginola.
Oh, it's gone in! I think it went in off Scholes. I think it's an own goal.
20 minutes left. Spurs still lead 2-1, and the rain probably heavier now than ever. It reminds me of the Newcastle strike by the Tottenham corner.
I think we're experienced enough not to panic in these situations, but it was worrying at the time. But that was like a kick up the backside in terms of the amount of travelling that we'd done in pre-season. Then there was bound to be a catch-up point somewhere, and it maybe was October.
De Gil just making sure that wall is far enough back. Here's Beckham now. Beautiful goal! And United have the breakthrough. Superbly placed by Beckham, right in the far corner. And well, elation for the United fans, some 600 or so of them in the stadium. They have a cracking free kick to celebrate. So far, so good for Alec Ferguson. And then Pozinetsky! 2-1.
Here's York. Phil Neville. Beckham with a cross. Scores near post! 1-0 Manchester United. It's Paul Scholes. Cole to Giggs. And Beckham's coming in here. David Beckham pulls it back for Cole. It's a goal for Cole. Here's Dwight York. Oh, he's skipped his way through. York. And James went down for it, but it actually bounced off Taylor. Marble strikes again. And that is a killer for Villa.
And I think it's your first clean sheet in the Premiership since August.
A miracle.
The season really had to get going. I think there was obviously a little bit of a hangover from the season before, where everyone had been on such a high for so long. I mean, for the last 3 months of the season, it was just one big high, and obviously there was always going to be an effect of that. But I think you got to November, December, and it gets to say, well, come on, let's get our finger out now. We've got trophies to win.
And May has climbed, and Berg went in there. The theatre of dreams
and that is a dream connection. You don't hear football sweeter than that. Giggs with whip and May climbing, and Keane. Home and dry now, Manchester United. It's the skipper again. 3 goals in the Champions League last year, and 3 for the boss already this year. Nicely bouncing ball for Giggs, and Vlasic has got into the penalty area, and Giggs has been penalised, and it is a penalty.
He's definitely chugged that in. Yeah, it's a penalty, no question.
Vlasic, good enough this time.
The passage from the opening group stages of the Champions League was fairly smooth. The second group stage was to be tough. Bordeaux, Fiorentina, Valencia.
Neville. Keane. Neville up towards Solskjaer. Cole! Oh! Simply sensational from Andy Cole. Tremendous technique. And Cole marks his England recall in the way that he knows best, with an absolutely glorious goal. Dwight Yorke slipping it through to Andy Cole. Cole! Oh, and again! He's done it again! There's just no stopping him at the moment. Beckham. Gary Neville. Beckham's cross. Here's Nicky Butt. Oh, it's in! Nicky Butt makes a goal-scoring return to the side, and the 10 men of Derby are breached. United teasing and toying with Derby. And Ryan Giggs will send the cross in, and a free header, and Andy Cole scores yet another for United. It's whipped in by Seth Johnson. Oh, they've got one back, and it's Rory Delap.
Lewis, good tackle by Keane. Oh, and that's loose, and here's Batistuta with a great chance. Would you believe it? An invitation to score to Gabriel Batistuta, and he is the last man in Italian football who needs one.
I think they've got to get a better base to start from. And the only way I can really see that without altering the system too much, and he's made a wreck there, Berg.
Berg's lost out to Batistuta, pull back to Balbo! Fiorentina 2, Manchester United 0, and those are the 2 goal scorers, the 2 Argentines. Batistuta scored the first, has made the second for Abel Balbo, but again, Manchester United caused all of their own problems.
Beaten by 2 South Americans in Italy, next the Brazilians in the Intercontinental Cup. A breathtaking evening in Tokyo.
In Italy, they regard this as the top competition, the World Club Championship. So, you know, we've got to start getting to that level and start thinking of these competitions in the same way. And we, probably once we got out there, realised how big a competition it was, and we were desperate to win it.
United have really begun to express themselves. Here's Ryan Giggs now in the left-hand side. He loves so much. He's got the pace. He's got the cross. The keeper's missed it. Roy Keane, and United have the goal. Roy Keane, typical of the man. How often has it been? Cometh the hour, cometh the skipper. 1999
will always be the greatest year in the club's history. I don't think that it'll ever be bettered in terms of trophies and experiences and anything that happened. It was just a phenomenal year.
The Toyota Cup clinched, and for his acceleration, a new car for man of the match, Ryan Giggs.
think it felt like we won a trophy together. Everyone was together. We went together a long trip. The team spirit started really building up again, and 5-1 against Everton is just a massive result. And obviously I'm very happy with my 4 goals there.
And as John Collins comes forward for Everton, the Manchester United keeper is clearly struggling. Bosnich is hobbling around in his 6-yard box. It's headed away by Stam, but only as far as Pembrey. If Everton get a strike in here, Bosnich could have real difficulties. It's come out to Unsworth. Jeffers is in the middle, so is Campbell, and it's there by Jeffers. And with the goalkeeper hurt, Everton have scored. Scholes. Oh, it didn't fall for Sheringham. There's a field for handball. Penalty. It's a penalty. The hand was used. Oh, you can rely on Irwin. He never gets flustered. The perfect penalty by the Irishman. Collins, little back heel. I think that was a fall rather than a trip. And Scholes looks for Solskjaer, and Solskjaer is through. And it's going in. Oh, Gerrard was unlucky, but Solskjaer celebrates, having put Manchester United 2-1 up. And you've got to have a little bit of sympathy for the goalkeeper. Here's Scholes. Oh, that's dangerous. And it's Solskjaer. Would you believe this? It's 3-1. And another long ball. And another moment when Gerrard thought he might have saved. And another moment when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored. And that's offside. No, it's not. That was though it should have been offside. Here's Scholes. And still Scholes. And Butt. No, it rolled away from him. Hasn't rolled away from Manchester United though. This is Irwin. What a day it is for the little Norwegian. Everton just can't relax. They're being terrorised, really. Look at this. Playing into the hands of Ryan Giggs there. Two to his right. Why didn't he pass it? Didn't have to. Solskjaer. I don't believe it. I don't think he can either. He scored 4, as he did at Forest.
Come on, lads, eh? Come on, boys. Leading from the front for some time to come, Roy Keane. For the crucial Champions League game against Valencia, he signed his new contract. A pivotal moment in the season.
Giggs has made himself available again. Beckham giving him a blind eye. It is Giggs this time. Turned away by Carboni. He just beat Beckham to the ball, that was all. Neville. And towards Solskjaer, headed out by Carboni. It's Keane. It had to be Roy Keane. The perfect day for the Manchester United captain. He breaks the deadlock with 7 minutes of the first half remaining. 38 minutes into the next stage of his Manchester United career. Plenty of red shirts ahead of Keane. Headed away by Carboni. Here's Herrick. Selected to score goals. Ole Solskjaer. About a quarter of the match for Valencia to turn things round with that change. They've got some defending to do first, and Stam's on the way forward here to join the likes of Cole. It's Beckham. It's towards Scholes. Fabulous third for Manchester United. They're home and dry. A match they had to win has all but been won.
One of Sir Alex's secrets is his striker swapping. York and Sheringham played against West Ham. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer benched despite 5 goals in 2 games.
Obviously sometimes when you don't perform you understand that you don't play the next game, but when you perform well you start thinking, what have I done to deserve this? I thought I deserved to play the next game, but he's the manager, he's the boss, and no one can dispute his record, so he's the best in the business.
they respect my decisions very well, because I'm always saying to them, what won us the league, the cup, and the FA Cup last year, the European Cup, was the pool. It wasn't 11 players, it was a full squad who won it.
Crossfield ball that set up the chance. Keane, Beckham, York, and when York scores, the record says Manchester United don't lose. Ruddock, again having to be very careful. That desperately needs something to give them some sort of lifeline. West Ham. Ruddock at the back. Di Canio! Oh, they've got one. Here's Keane. That's good play by Foe. On a few like that. He's going to have to win a few more too. Keller. That's beautifully played. Di Canio! Yes! Oh, that's wonderful to see. How rarely these days do you see a player prepared to take on the goalkeeper. One chop. Oh, did he mean that? But here's Di Canio! Oh, not this time. Oh, and there was a player up to his right, Frank Lampard. York, and how quickly it all changes from the chance of an equaliser at one end to a fourth Manchester United goal at the other.
Keane. York's looking fresh. This is Nicky Butt. Now Solskjaer. Solskjaer's cross. It goes in. And it was Quinton Fortune who went rolling in the mud to get the vital touch. York goes through. Cole's offside. York takes advantage. And York scores for Manchester United to make victory complete. A cruel blow to plucky Bradford. Beagrie. It's a long way out. He scored some spectacular goals, but he telegraphed his intentions. Now onside, Andy Cole with half of the field to work it. He has support as well. Same position as York's goal. Takes it in his stride and squirms in a third. That's the difference when your strikers are deadly. Keane goes through, shrugs off McCall, takes the goalkeeper and scores United's fourth. It's Christmas party time at Old Trafford.
Quinn's flick. McCann. Goal! Fantastic start for Sunderland. Gavin McCann ran in and scored. Quinn got away from Stammer and pulled away to Silvestre. Now can they work across towards Niall Quinn? He stretches! It's in for Sunderland and Quinn. And it's 2-0. Cole. They've worked that very well, and Roy Keane has rounded off that Manchester United, their best move of the game so far, certainly the best end product, and it's Sunderland 2, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a move this is.
You just watch Roy Keane, he's in the centre circle. Absolutely not track, but full match day call. His control, his turn and his pass to release Keane were absolutely first class here. Well, this is a game on now. Thought we might get something special tonight. Looks like we are.
Mass Manchester United again in the Sunderland penalty area. Something going to drop their way. Well, it has done. And Nicky Butt wheels away. It's 2-2 from a free kick that Sunderland questioned.
was in Brazil. Reward for being Europe's top club, a sunshine winter break. Rubbing suntan shoulders with the world's best. The inaugural FIFA Club World Championship.
We enjoyed the break in Brazil. It was sunny, it was nice. You know, if you go away when the weather's like it is in England at that time, at that point in that year, then you know, we're getting a bit of sun on our backs, and it's, you know, it's more enjoyable and it's more relaxing, which it's proved to be, I think.
Not quite the reception Manchester United are used to when they strode out to meet Necaxa of Mexico at the Maracanã. Nevertheless, the travelling support gave the team a red-hot reception.
It might be Aguinaga. It's not, it's Montecinos, and he scored! Well, he's pointing out his head. I think we'd all noticed that. And he's put Necaxa in the lead against the tournament favourites. And the referee is coming across with the cards, and Beckham is pushed by one of the Mexican players. It's Milian who's down. Oh, red! It's a red card for David Beckham. On by Sheringham. Solskjaer. And Dwight York! It's 1-1! And Manchester United have squared the match with 8 minutes remaining.
At the end of the day, you know, things happen in your career that you just get on with and you just, you know, forget about. And, you know, I didn't probably expect the stick that I actually got out there, but, you know, I've had it for the last 2 or 3 years, so it's not changed me, it's not changed my play, and it's not changed the way, you know, the lads are, and that's the important thing.
This is Amaral. Oh, that's a bit short from Gary Neville, and this is Edmundo, and this is Romario. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Jorginho. Frank is going off, and they're quite noisy. And again, Neville unaware that Romario is behind him, and that's true. Well, Christmas has come late for Romario. It's beautifully played by Mundo. That's a fine goal. Jordi Cruyff, and must be, and is, by Nicky Butt. He's got 2 men over here, Solskjaer and Mr. Cole. Decides to go on his right. Oh, that's a bit over-elaborate. I can't say it, but they put the ball in the net anyway. And he's absolutely delighted, is Quinton Fortune. That's nicely through to Fortune. That's a lovely finish again from the South African. Oh, he's enjoying himself.
They were all enjoying themselves. January, the Copacabana, a chance to relax once the tournament was over for the players. Some said it was the catalyst for the season. Whether it was or not, it beat slugging through the January gales of England.
I really don't think it helped us at all. You know, as I said, you can forget about this crack that we had a bit of a holiday, because I don't think so. Fortunately enough, you know, we did go on a good run when we got back from Brazil. But having said, over the last few years when we've won the championship, we've always had a decent run after Christmas. So, what do you say to that?
Header on, causes a problem for Stam, and Ljungberg's gone round him. Finishes. He's done it again. He always seems to score against Manchester United, and what a crucial goal that could be. Loose ball by Carr. What will United make of that? Roy Keane looking for Giggs in behind Carr. Sheringham and York far side of the penalty area.
Solskjaer. Scholes. Nicky Butts finds David Beckham. Is this the moment? And it is the moment! David Beckham scores his first Premiership goal of the season, but it squirmed horribly underneath Mark Schwarzer.
The game produced one of the season's flashpoints, a hotly disputed penalty decision given by Andy D'Urso, who came face to face with Roy Keane.
Going through my mind was the referee made a wrong decision, and I still think he made a wrong decision. To be fair, after the match, we never really were that bothered about it. The manager had a word with me and a few of the players. Maybe I didn't think it was that bad, but then having seen it on video, and we realised how bad it was, and it was totally out of order. You know, any human being doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. A lot of people said maybe I could have been sent off or whatever. I think that the referee deep down probably thought, you know, it's a passionate game. We felt he made the wrong decision. I've seen him since he still thinks it was the right decision. So there you have it.
The wrong was righted by Mark Bosnich's brilliant penalty save. And in the last week of January, United went top and stayed there.
Through the middle goes Sheringham, and can he finish it now? He certainly can. And they are going wild behind the goal. Gary Neville goes for a long one towards Cole. And here is Cole. Oh, he's done superbly! Oh! Sheer quality from Andy Cole. A goal of his own making. Restored to the starting lineup today, and you kind of knew he would be itching to go for goal, that is. It's in a very promising position for Manchester United. Beckham floated in, it's Andy Cole again. That's what happens when you leave Cole on the bench for a couple of games. Frog it to Eustace, and it comes to Roussel, and Coventry bite back. It's Cedric Roussel. Sheringham rising. Scholes! Headman flat-footed. And Paul Scholes puts Manchester United back in the comfort zone. And Eustace has put Roussel in here. Oh, he's got another one. And again, it was tremendously taken by Cedric Roussel.
To get the first goal that I got, you know, was gave me a great buzz. You know, I was really pleased with that. You know, like you said, you know, people were saying I've gone a month without a goal and that, which at the end of the day means nothing. You know, but to get the goal I got, it was very nice.
One bookie was already paying out on United winning the title with 3 months of the season to go. When Newcastle sought revenge, his decision looked like an unwise gamble.
Lee, Shearer, this is a little better. Ferguson! What a wonderful strike! Well, it's been taken. Newcastle are very eager to make this change now. Beckham, Cole, and Harper. Did he keep it out? The linesman has put his flag to the floor to say no, it did not cross the line. Foul by Keane on Robert Lee, and the referee's reaching for his pocket again, and it's Roy Keane's second yellow, and he's off. arm waving. Shearer! Plenty of goals as well.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt that this is the Premiership's biggest game of the season so far. It may not decide the league title, but it'll certainly have a major influence.
It was always going to be a big game because Leeds were absolutely flying, you know. We were winning on a Saturday, and come Sunday they were winning. You think to yourself, well, Leeds going to drop some points here, you know. So they was very fired up for the game.
Cole up against Radaby and has got in behind him. Chance here for Cole. Goal! Manchester United in front. Andy Cole.
Wow, what a finish. What a goal. Make no mistake about this. This is a goal of genuine quality. First of all, to deal with this ball, cushion it on a header, win it yet again, and then it's all about pace. And he's just got too much of that for Radaby. Has to keep his balance. Radaby's clumsy behind him here. There's contact. He's trying to put Cole off. It's desperation for Radaby. But what composure from Andy Cole. Top class.
Keane gets away from Radaby. Great run by him. Oh, against the post. It could have been all over in that moment. It's a better one, and it almost produced a goal for Baka. The Leeds have got to start gambling now. Kuehl. Crowded out of it, but it's broken kindly for Wilcox. Oh, miscontrolled against the post and over the bar by Bowyer. Unbelievable! What a chance to be a hero that was for Lee Bowyer.
I've had to go a long way to score, you know. I mean, I was knackered after that, you know. So it went a long way to us winning the championship, that, you know, because, you know, everyone was saying if Leeds had beat us, it could have been all different, you know. And I think it was very disappointing not to win.
Away by Stam. Cunningham. That's a nice little flick on. And they all stood watching, and Wimbledon have the early goal from Jason Yu. Higgs. That's a fine ball to Cruyff. Excellent goal. Excellent goal. Hardley. Gale. Better. He's got Kimball behind, and he's given. Oh, Kimball gets it back. And that's a goal by Court. And Manchester United are stunned. Just dropped him, but not dropped him behind the first defender. And Giggs nicks it. Look at this for a run. Length of the field. And here's Cole. Yes! Oh, that's wonderful. Cole celebrates, but the man who deserves the credit is this man. He nicked the ball at the beginning, Ryan Giggs, and at the end, there was that moment when he feinted to shoot, pulled the ball across the two defenders who had been drawn to him, and Cole took full advantage with a fine strike.
Sheringham's touch on towards Cole. Got there ahead of Afanu. Now Beckham. Four waiting in the middle. In towards Giggs! It had to come. 4 minutes of the first half remaining. Manchester United are in front. The Wizards of the wing, Beckham from the right, and Giggs cutting in from the left, provides the goal. This is Giggs. That's a good run from Giggs. And Sheringham! At long last, Manchester United have put the game beyond Bordeaux and claimed maximum points.
Ryan Giggs has scored their first half goal, is the provider of their second, and almost a sigh of relief greets it.
It's Berger. Great goal for Liverpool from Patrick Berger. A truly stunning free kick. Irwin. It's on the sprint to keep it in. Solskjaer going near post. A deflection on the cross. Solskjaer! There it is. An air of inevitability about it.
Great feet. Hardly the kick all half, but Song really gets drawn in and Giggs just spins in behind him. It's a beautiful ball from Dennis Irwin. But what great feet. Through the legs in the end of Dominic Matteo, I think it is. A little deflection helps Solskjaer, no doubt about that. It's a wonderfully composed finish.
He may have scored a vital goal against Liverpool, but Ollie was back to substitute duty in Bordeaux. Though he made another explosive European entrance after the Frenchmen were reduced to 10 men.
This is Pavon. Oh, and Van der Haar saw it late and lost it. And Bordeaux have scored a most unlikely goal. Manchester United's goalkeeping problems continue. And here's Beckham. That's a good ball for Cole and for Sheringham. And Keane is onside here, and Manchester United are level. Roy Keane's equaliser. He is absolutely unbelievable. Goals, goals, goals. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There are just
He had, and the headlines said it all. Meanwhile, Dwight Yorke had gone without scoring for 7 games. A deluge of goals was due.
I didn't think I was playing particularly bad, but obviously people are going to judge you on goals, and if you're not scoring goals, then people are always going to, raise their eyebrows towards you. But I'm strong enough. My character is strong enough to deal with that sort of thing. And at the end of the day, hopefully I've proven a lot of people wrong.
Derby have spotted a few chinks in United's defence, and there have been a few chinks in that defence this season. They've given away. Oh! Mistake by Poom! And Dwight Yorke is going to put Manchester United ahead! Yorke does score his first Premiership goal of the millennium. Kinkladze. Oh, it's going to come to Struper! It's a goal for Derby! Branko Struper! Yorke. Quinton Fortune. Fortune's cross. Yorke's header. He's done it again. A double for Dwight. And Manchester United are back in front. Phew. Solskjaer. Roy Keane. He slips it through to Dwight Yorke. It's Yorke for a hat-trick! He's done it! Derby have been Yorked.
The European Cup starts here. Strictly speaking, the knockout stages of the new long-haul Champions League are another 2 games and 3 weeks away, but Manchester United find themselves 1 victory away from the quarter-finals.
The atmosphere was magnificent in the stadium. The players responded to the atmosphere. We played against a good Italian side and battered them.
Old Trafford is rocking. There's a real atmosphere. And he has silenced Old Trafford. Andy Cole has equalised. It's a landmark goal for the Manchester United number 9. Terrific vote of encouragement for Manchester United tonight. Beckham. Long towards heading Berger, won it well. Hits across by Keane. It's in. Smashed in by Roy Keane. Manchester United in front for the first time tonight. Another dramatic moment in what is already a dramatic match.
Well, they were queuing up, weren't they? Too many red shirts there.
Downey at the front of the queue. Giggs to Keane, onside. Giggs. York! Yes! 3-1 to Manchester United. 1 foot in the quarter-finals.
Another chance for Beckham. Oh, and Flowers didn't see that at all. Careful not to cut the fingers. The wall was all over the place, and it didn't do its covering job on that side. And Flowers, seeing the ball bounce past him just inside the post. Giggs again. Savage trying to get to him, and this is Dwight York.
As much as we didn't, take as much mickey out of Bex with his haircut, it was good. And I thought it wasn't a horrendous haircut by any means or form, but it was good for the lads and good banter.
Give us an idea of what was said. Come on, there must have been something.
No.
Come on.
Not really. No, Bex is just, he looks a little bit like Brooklyn. That's what the show with no hair on.
In Spain, a drought, a goal drought. Teddy Sheringham coming closest to scoring at the Mestalla. But a 0-0 draw was enough to take both United and Valencia through. All was going according to the master plan. The second group of the Champions League was won. So, on to the quarter-finals. To come, 7 times winners, Real Madrid.
Dwight York is coming in. Oh, that's a goal for Manchester United. Dwight York, the scorer. 37 minutes. And nothing more simple than this. A Beckham corner. 3 defenders are there around him, but he gets the header in with power. Everybody's coming at them now in a blue shirt. This is Beckham to York. And Dwight York is causing all sorts of trouble here. And has he made it too? Cole went into that Shaw, but Dwight York will surely claim it again. This is Giggs. It's a turn with Phil Neville going down the outside. A lot of players coming in from the right-hand flank. Here's Cole. This is Beckham. Oh, it's 4.
The thing about United is it's always happened. There's goals from anywhere, really. Anywhere from up front to the midfield to the wingers. They can all capable of scoring goals, and that's the case again this year.
United unbeaten in 10 matches coming into this game. It's on by Canute, and Wanchop had a yard start on Silvestre. It's Paulo Wanchop, and Bosnich just got a hand to it, but it's not enough. And at the same end of this Old Trafford ground where Paulo Wanchop so famously announced himself on the English scene, he's done it again. It's the short corner to Beckham. Paul Scholes scores again from the edge of the penalty area. York. Back to Roy Keane. Oh, the tackle by Potts gives away a penalty. Steve Potts on Roy Keane. Manchester United have missed their last. Neville. York, who committed the indiscretion. Seemed to be Nicky Butt that tripped over without any assistance. Nonetheless, it's a chance for Paul Scholes. And this is very much in David Beckham territory. 5 in the wall. David Beckham scores for the 3rd Premiership game in a row. And Craig Forrest must have that sinking feeling again, having conceded 9 goals on his...
Ever want to come here again? At the moment, no.
The chances didn't fall freely at Real Madrid's magnificent Bernabeu Stadium. No away goals for United, a hammer blow. But Mark Bosnich shone in another big game to stop Steve McManaman and Real Madrid scoring. From a scoreless draw in Madrid to a free scoring success in Middlesbrough.
Chance for Campbell. Middlesbrough in front. 19 minutes gone. And this fairy tale for Andy Campbell just won't finish. Giggs finds the net. And Manchester United are level within a minute of the restart. York finds Beckham. Oh, brilliant. Andy Cole in a perfect position. Manchester United turn a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead. Less than an hour gone. Brilliant ball by Beckham, and Cole's finishing this time. It was bang on. Again, and he won't get away with it this time. Paul Ince against his old club. Manchester United have got to start working hard again now. Nicky Butt. Look how many men they've got forward here. Offside. It's got to be offside. No, it's not been given offside. Oh, I can't believe it. And the Middlesbrough players are understandably furious, and almost as one surround the linesman. I must say, like you, my instant reaction was that that was offside.
Let's have a look at it. It looks to me clearly offside. But hang on a minute. He's got it right.
A lovely bit of skill by Juninho and a good effort. Oh, what a great goal. A bit of Brazilian magic. It might not have much impact on the outcome, but it was a goal to savour.
I think the defence have took a lot of stick this year because they've let in so many goals. But something's got to give because of the way we play, and we're a bit cavalier sometimes. Whereas we're 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and we won't try and shut the game off. We'll try and score more goals, and sometimes you're going to let goals in.
Would you prefer to win 4-3 than
1-0? I don't know. I think 1-0's if you go on a run like that, 1-0 is great.
You've got to make it exciting.
I'd always prefer to play in a team that attacks like we do.
1-0, of course.
It's entertaining stuff and it's great for the fans.
What does the manager prefer?
I think he prefers 1-0.
1-0 in certain times of the season. 4-3 the start of the season. 1-0's won the week. But no, you can't help but admire them.
Booted forward by Scholes. Oh, and it's a short back pass by Williams. Solskjaer is in. It's a gift for Manchester United. And Solskjaer doesn't pass it up. Sheringham. And Solskjaer on a run here with Williams. Great play by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Glorious goal on the counter-attack from Manchester United and from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So at the start of each half, Solskjaer has struck. Sheringham. Beckham's first involvement. No wonder Sheringham looks for the cross. Solskjaer is there to tee up Nicky Butt. Brilliant work from Butt. Manchester United lead by 3-0. The 3 points today surely secured. The new Premiership scoring record is theirs. 83 goals in the league this season. Well, you have to feel a little bit sorry for Sunderland. They've contributed quite a lot to the entertainment here today, but they're in danger of being on the wrong end of an emphatic scoreline. It's Henning Berg! It's 4! And the goals keep on flowing for Manchester United.
It's the defending champions against the definitive champions. The holders against the keepers of the European Cup. A fixture, but the first chance was the real chance.
They scored 3 goals and we scored 2, you know, honestly that sums it up.
Football is not black and white, it's very marginal.
The first game, we had too much respect for the name Real Madrid.
You know, we want to be one of them teams that go on and win it again and again.
There's no point like winning it one season and winning it 5 seasons later. I mean, you've got to try be dominant in European football.
I think they showed that we're probably the best side in Europe at the moment, and they're young enough to do it again next year.
Maybe the European crown slipped, but the Premiership was sewn up in record time. United gave Southampton hell at the Dell.
Zaha goes back on the post, but it's a brilliant goal from Beckham. Well, maybe the party has started at the Dell. We're only in the 8th minute. Southampton obviously had some theories about how to deal with this, but the fact is Beckham went to the goalkeeper's side and Moss couldn't keep it out. Philip Neville's been allowed to go a long, long way here, and it's 2-0, it's gone in off Benali. We still haven't had 15 minutes yet. The last touch off Southampton's number 15. Solskjaer picked out by Beckham. It's 3-0. Complacency. That couldn't be further from the truth. Hunger, desire, class. Champions. Manchester United. Parhas. Oh, Parhas cutting Manchester United apart and scoring a wonderful individual goal. Manchester United retain the championship. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, they maintain their domestic domination. It's a 6th Premiership prize in 8 seasons. This year no one has come close in the end to sustaining a challenge. They're champions with 4 games still to play. In the league they have sprinted away from the opposition, and they can take their bows here. Manchester United are the first champions of the new millennium, and they have galloped away with it.
So how does this group of players that you've got compare with the groups you've had over the past 13, 14 years?
Oh, that's without question the best.
But he wants the best to get even better. Unfortunately, after an £18 million deal was agreed with PSV Eindhoven for Ruud van Nistelrooy, the transfer fell through on medical grounds.
Chelsea, although they have fallen away, have only lost once in their last 18 Premiership games. That was their recent defeat at Sheffield Wednesday, and they're in trouble here. And Ed Bahoy has been made to pay for his indecision, and Dwight York gets probably his most unusual goal of the season. Manchester United, the champions, are in front. Flo hooks it on. Petrescu on the far post, and a chance for him. Excellent finish. Chelsea are level. On board here. Flo is target. Good header. Petrescu bursts onto it again. Zola well placed in the middle. Chelsea in front. Gianfranco Zola. Good move. Neville. Nice touch from Beckham. Then Keane to Neville. Giggs. Solskjaer to his left. And onside. 2-2. Giggs did well then. It looked as though he'd lost it. Well, that brought the crowd to life. Good challenge by Melchot. Cruyff there to pick up the pieces. And a glorious ball for Beckham. York gets better. That's more like the champions.
efficiency at free kicks. There's one for you. There is Palmer. It's safe enough in the circumstances. Ryan Giggs. Good challenge by Cox. He's not giving it up. Mooney. Smith's onside. He's in behind Manchester United. Tommy Smith for Watford. 2-2.
The crowning was kept for the final home game of the season. Though almost an annual occurrence, it's still a thrill with plenty to celebrate. Even the King was there for the coronation.
Philip Neville made another darting run into the penalty area this time, but Beckham waiting on the corner. In towards Stan. And a goal tucked away by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Inside 5 minutes, Manchester United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
Well, the party's well and truly started.
Everson.
I think they've got a problem with Jaap Stam, Martin.
Oh, and in goes Armstrong. They've got a problem with Chris Armstrong. And Jaap Stam didn't make a challenge for the cross. Tottenham are level. Totally perplexed. David Beckham's 50th goal for Manchester United, and a truly worthy one. Giggs. Solskjaer. Sheringham gets there. And it's 3-1. And the goals keep on flowing for Manchester United, and Sheringham scores against Spurs. Fireworks for an explosive team. Manchester United. They've retained their power in the Premiership with football's equivalent of an increased majority, more wins, extraordinary years at Old Trafford, a 13th championship in all.
And Sir Alex will tell you it just gets better and better, of that I'm sure.
Well, getting to the top is difficult enough. Staying there is much, much tougher. Every opponent tries to raise its game against Manchester United.
Well, the message is clear for everyone watching, Martin. Every Premiership side that fancies their chances. They've set the standard. You not only have to match it, you have to beat it.
Once again, Manchester United keeping the silverware in the family, way ahead of the rest. The frightening thing for the all-comers is the fact that most of the team are not yet at an age close to their peak. Much acclaimed, but the promise of much more to come. Even in the final game against Aston Villa, United still push for more achievements. A record number of wins in a season, a record points total, the most goals scored. The greatest winning margin, 18 points.
We're always looking for improvement. You never satisfy yourself in this game. It's easy to satisfy yourself if you're of a nature to relax, but we're not relaxing, so we're not satisfied.